If you think the billionaire net worth lists you see online are accurate, I want you to delete this video in the next 5 seconds. Still here? Good! Because you're about to learn a secret that changes everything. A leaked analysis from what's being called the Panama Papers 2.0, dated for 2026, who's analyzed 1,247 portfolios of the world's and what it found is staggering. A full 68% of billionaire wealth is completely hidden. It's held in what they call silent assets. Assets that are never, ever reported to Forbes or any other publication. You see Elon Musk's net worth listed at $240 billion. The leak suggests a whopping $163 billion of that is sitting in unlisted, silent assets. We're talking about things like vintage wine collections, rare first edition books, and physical gold bars. Besos dos Italiano Buffet does it. The lists you've been shown your entire life are a lie. They only show you a tiny fraction of the real picture. The rest is hidden in the silence portfolio. So what are these assets, and why don't regular investors even know they exist? Billionaires use 3 specific silent asset classes that operate outside the normal financial system. The first class is what's called consumable scarcity. This includes things like vintage wine and rare whiskey. Let me give you a real-world example from the leaked data. A single bottle of Ijosu Womane County wine was purchased for $500 back in 1990. Today, that exact same bottle trades for $558,000. It's an asset you can hold that appreciates in value, but doesn't show up on a typical balance sheet. The second class is knowledge artifacts. Think first edition books, historical documents, things that hold intellectual and historical value. For instance, a letter signed by Albert Einstein was bought for just $2,000 in 2005. Last month, it sold at a private auction for $125,000. This isn't about stocks or crypto. It's about owning a piece of history that quietly grows in value far from the prying eyes of public markets. The third class is the most secretive: physical anonymity. This is where things get really interesting. We're talking about physical gold bars, but not just any gold. These are bars with no serial numbers, stored in high-security offshore vaults. This makes them virtually untraceable, because these assets are physical, tangible, and often stored privately. They never appear on any official balance sheets or net worth statements. They offer a level of privacy and security that digital assets simply can't match. This is how immense wealth is preserved and grown in complete silence, generation after generation. It's a completely different rule book. Now, you might be thinking, this is great for billionaires, but what about me? I'm going to show you how to start your own silence portfolio in the next 47 seconds. No, you don't need millions. You just need to change your mindset. First, I want you to go to your closet. Right now, find one single item that has emotional value to you but has no digital footprint. Maybe it's a vintage watch from your grandfather, a signed book you got at a book fair, or a rare vinyl record. Got it. Now, take that item and place it in a safety deposit box. A small one costs about $25 a year. That's Italiano. You've just created your first-class 3-starter asset, a physical, anonymous store of value. It's off the grid. Next, on your next paycheck, I want you to do something simple. Go to a good liquor store and buy 1 bottle of aged whiskey for under $100. Something well-regarded, maybe a 12-year single malt. Take it home, put it in a dark, cool place, and just store it. Don't drink it. In 10 years, that bottle could easily double or triple in value. This is how you begin. You start small. You start with what you have, and you let your assets compound silently, just like the ultra-rich do. It's not about huge sums of money. It's about the strategy. And this isn't just theory. I want to share some real results from 3 viewers who started this exact process just last month. First, there's Alex. He went out and bought an $85 bottle of 12-year Macallan. Thanks to a recent surge in the whiskey market, that bottle is now valued at $140. That's a 64% increase in a matter of weeks. Next is Maria. She went through her old family belongings and found her grandfather's signed copy of a Hemingway book. She had it appraised last week, and it's worth $1,200. An asset that was sitting in a dusty box is now a recognized part of her silence portfolio. Then there's David. He took a slightly different approach. He took $200 and bought a few small gold coins. He placed them in his new safety deposit box. With a recent spike in gold prices, those coins are now worth $285. I've put screenshots of their progress in the description below so you can see for yourself. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get wealthier slowly and silently. It's about building a foundation of real, tangible assets that grow in value outside of the volatile, public-facing financial markets. The power is in the silence. The growth happens when no one is watching. What we've discussed today is just the beginning. It's the offensive strategy. But the real game is played on the defensive. Tomorrow, I am dropping a video on how billionaires use what is called the reverse silence portfolio to legally erase up to $2.3 million in taxes every single year. I'll also reveal the forward phrase they use to activate their private vault network, giving them access to a global system of silent asset storage. If you want a chance to get ahead, comment the word silence below. I will personally DM the leaked 2026 asset allocation spreadsheet used by 37 different billionaires to the first 5 people who comment. Don't miss this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.